Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We've got TM versus Server 32's Dragon Families D and S. So let's see if the mammoth of the task can be conquered, and can Server 2 actually be another Server 32 alliance in their actual Roots of War. Need to give a massive shout out as well in the intro to Eatlog and Googly here, who we are basically able to just watch between on their perspectives, because they were kind enough to share their screens on Discord, and that's the way we're going to be able to watch these Roots of War, guys, without the new spectating feature added yet, or hopefully gets added at some point, because we expect it to get added as the community demands it. You know, this is the way we've got to do it. So again, if you want me to actually, you know, record your Roots of War, maybe on a Sunday, for example, or later on in the evenings, just give me a little message, and guess what? I will record your Roots of War and do a highlight on it, and maybe that's what the channel becomes, a Roots of War hub, who knows. But like I say, we've got the big boys DNS there, Dragon Soul versus TM today. So strap in, I'm going to go through all the highlights of everything that goes on in this opening gambit, in this absolute crazy fight you do not want to miss. So we've got into about 10 minutes into the fights here, and this is where things start to open up, because the opening 10 minutes, as you can imagine, if you're a top tier alliance and you're very competitive, it is a very rally based combat system. So there's a lot of rallying going on. We don't know what's going on in the middle at the moment, but the game plan on the TM side anyway is to control the left and right flanks. So we've got the obviously advantage to watching the top and bottom side of these fights. So here we've got Googly now pushing through with his main 5 marches here, absolute monster T5 player for the TM alliance here, and he's going through the DS, and they are pushing through with easy peasy now, and easy peasy's matches are coming in, as you can see, with some extra support, and these two guys honestly doing a monstrous task, almost pushing in together by themselves, you know, getting into where they're basically behind enemy lines right now. This is where the enemy's back gate actually is. So if you look at the map right now and you look at the very top corner, you can actually see the little, you know, little shape, the white shape, and that's where we're looking right now. And this is honestly knocking on Dragon Family's back door. So I know a lot of BD fans out there would love to see this. Absolutely TM putting down the foot and saying, guys, if you want to come out, you ain't coming out from this ramp as easy as you think. And it's allowing TM, as you can see though, to actually capture the tree of healing on that side, as well as the hall of power. And right now, all TM are trying to do is take control of that other tree and the other tree of healing on the other side. You can see both trees flickering like this on the mini-map right there, and that shows they're in contest right now. So you can see the game plan right from the start. They are focusing down these and trying to get these objectives down, and you can see they've already taken control of the advantage here of the tree of healing on the DS side. So now all they're trying to do is secure it. They're trying to delay as much time as possible for the DS from not being able to push through, right? But here we're going to see a really nasty push by Ray-Z, and the reason why this is a nasty push, it is a rally. And as you guys know from the last patch notes, if you've been paying attention, the new rally mechanics means that the rally, if it is blocked now, guess what? It attacks back. So it is a really cool feature that it does do a tremendous amount of damage. So you need to be wary of what that rally is, because if you're not a strong enough player and you're tanking it, guess what? Your troops are going to get absolutely melted through it. So sending a Madeline Garwood here is super tanky, and you can see it working its way through with counterattack damage, just basically killing all of these T5 troops, which is a very, very clever, honestly, a really good little tactic there by Dragon Family to honestly try and get control of the situation. So we need to give them, obviously, a good positive feedback and a heads up for that play, because guess what? It is good strategy when you see it on both sides here. We're not going to try and be, obviously, biased, obviously being a TM member, but we're going to go over to the E-Log side, and you can see they're doing the exact same things. So E-Log already taken control of their Tree of Courage here and trying to secure it, which they've done, and now they're gaining even more points per hour. So what they're trying to do here right now is honestly delay that rally. If they can delay the rally and maybe fill up that Tree of Courage, guess what? They're going to get more points over time. So we can see their clear strategy here by the TM compared to what the Dragon family are doing. It looks like the Dragon family are always trying to basically answer whatever the TM doing. I don't know what their game plan is. Obviously, it would be really good maybe if there's a Dragon family member from Server 32 who participated in this fight, could put a comment below, you know, and tell us what you guys were doing. It'd be really insightful for everyone to talk about it. So we're going to fast forward it, because as you can see, this rally will hit and eventually it will take control. And you can see in the 15-minute mark, guess what? The Dragon family are ahead. They're only ahead by 400 points though, but they are ahead, which is something that needs to be addressed, right? They need to catch up this TM alliance by occupying all of these objectives. That's the game plan, it seems. So let's see how it does in the future. So we're about 30 minutes now into the game mode, and obviously it's been a fantastic rally. As you can see in the middle right now, and a massive fight is going on. We're not going to be able to see too much of it, but it is just highlighted. This is the situation that was occurring at the time when Googly is basically trying to flank all the way around. Look, he's trying to go up through the bridge and cut off the reinforcement supplies. And by doing this, look, they've been able to recapture the Tree of Healing again and been able to take control of points. But you can see DNS are 3,000 points ahead. So this must mean they have at least have captured one LIFESTONE in the early game. But here's the big fight. As you can see it there, for a blip moment there, insane amounts of troops on both sides being used, and a rally again coming in by the Dragon family. And this is what's so crucial, these new rally mechanics. It's a way for players now to honestly push open field with rallying and open field hand in hand, which has been missing honestly in the actual game, right? In the normal season 2 at the moment, there's none of that right now. So hopefully in the future, maybe in season 3, we might see some more actually rally based gameplay where you can rally structures more often and you're defending structures more often, and you can actually have this style of gameplay instead of just this kind of stale statue zone which is in the season 2 at the moment, which is honestly, even though it is, like I say, it is stale, it is still a good step in the right direction, right? As everyone will still say, it's good that they've taken people's ideas and they're trying to adapt to it, so it's clear. So we're going to go back into the PvP here, and you can see it is going a bit crazy, and Google is trying to just make sure what's going on, right? What areas can I potentially take? Because he does have a flying march, and with that flying march, he's able to easily just, you know, take a freebie, right? So this cavalry march at the moment is blocked. It's now starting to attack some of the marches, you can see, and it's dealing some absolute monstrous damage here in the mid game. But you can see the points now, only 2,000. And if we start going through, and this is what's really interesting, when you start going through at a nice speed, you can see now, look, we're only 1,000 points away from actually capturing up. So this must mean at this moment, and you can see it clearly on the map with all the trees being coloured in orange, as well as the Hall of Powers, apart from this one by the Dragon family. Guess what? The points per minute for their alliance is way higher. So in the long run, guess what? They are gonna win. That is the strategy they clearly have gone for in this game mode, and it's a really clever strategy they've gone for compared to fighting mainly for the middle, right? They've tried to go and say, guess what? We're gonna try and defend the middle and see how long we can defend it for, but our actual, you know, priority is the outskirts. Once we've got the outskirts, guess what? We can then start employing more resources, which you can see, into the center and actually punish them. And like you can see, all of those members by the TM member just killing the Dragon's family's Hydra, which is so funny to see and great to see. Look at it, dropping like a fly, almost like a mini elite raid, almost done, gone out of the window. and that is it, cleared. And TM's, look, TM's is very healthy. That's the very crazy thing, right? It's very healthy, so they can still use theirs in the battlefield until it despawns. So we're going to fast forward it in the moment, because you can see now we're at the 27-minute mark, and the points, they're coming, and just with a second, they've clearly taken over the Dragon family. Once we see Googly deploy his troops here, we've got a 19,000 now lead, because they gained the Lifestone as well on their alliance. And guess what? That was a massive jump in the power of, well, basically of just the scoreboard, right? Because that is now the tempo swing. The Dragon family are now chasing TM's basically point lead, which is either they need to capture these structures again, or do we go for the Lifestone? So what we're going to do is fast forward it again a little bit more and get into some more good highlights of the open field footage. I hope you've been enjoying it so far, and if you have, smash a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. My name is MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator. And with all that said, let's go into the next highlight of this mammoth Server 2 versus Server 32 Roots of War special. And we're at the 20-minute mark of the fight. And this is where, honestly, I think it was crazy. You see everyone here if you've got a name. Even the monster Hulkling Game himself participating for this Roots of War. And again, I will put some sort of info card maybe above here so you can check out his video, because it will be from his perspective, full gameplay footage instead of a highlight reel. But this bit is a bit groggy, I'm just going to say, because there's so much going on, and the Discord clearly did not like the quality. But the amount of troops being deployed on this top side right now by the Dragon family, there has Eatlog there, and even Googly is making his way with some troops once they've respawned. So this is the hot zone. This is where everything is being contested. You can see the Lifestone available there. So this is why it's so massive for them to win this. And here goes Googly with his Forendel going straight in, trying to kill someone as well as claim that Lifestone. Instantly sees it getting targeted, pulls away with that march speed, and guess what? This is cavalry, so we're going back in again. He's got his charge skill up already, and he's bringing all of his troops here, and this is the hot zone. You can see everyone trying their hardest to pick up this Lifestone as well as fight for their lives. The Dragon family here all together punching through the TM, but TM have just got clearly more numbers here, and they are going through together one by one. The Entangling Flames by the Madeline there, putting the big shield on that front line, and you can see them one by one. The Dragon family taking more and more wounds. They're dropping like flies. The TM members are swarming the zone. You can only see orange compared to blue. It looks like this is going to be in the TM's favour, meaning they can finally get that Lifestone and escort it back and make that point gap even further and secure the win, because anyone will know right now, if the DNS Alliance could grab this, this would put them around 22 to 23,000 points. And guess what? They can definitely take advantage of only a 2,000 point discrepancy. They can go for all of the buildings, which you can see on the map they were trying to do. Look, all the buildings are switched to blue. They were trying to do this plan, but guess what? It all falls through because of that Lifestone war we just saw there. And it was honestly a monstrous of a fight. I want to say congratulations to all the TM members that fought there, and I want to say again, all the DNS guys that put up that fight, honestly, you guys performed excellently, man. Don't, even though you lost the fight, don't look down. Put your heads held high. You guys honestly put up such a great fight there. It was so good to see the amount of teamwork on both sides, the focusing down, the artifact usage, the way they were trying to reinforce the troops, as well as taking control of these buildings. But you can see it's just little too late. And by winning that fight, the TM Alliance is slowly but surely going to reclaim all of those buildings they've just quickly lost. And they've claimed in the center, which is very scary, their Hall of Power. So they control 2 Hall of Powers in the center instead of just the 1 now. And this is where things are going to ramp up. And when we go into the final area, you can see here, it is an absolute craziness. Final 5-10 minutes of the Roots of War. DNS using their dragon with TM using their flame dragon. Obviously DNS focusing down the flame dragon, almost got it down to 10% or less health. You can't see it, and I do apologize for the quality, but I hope the commentary makes this a lot easier. Just imagine back in the good old days when you watched that American football or good old British football on the radio, you had to just listen to the commentator. Guess what? I hope I do those guys justice back in the old times. But you can see right now, all the members in the TM clearly as day holding way more of the space compared to the compact Dragon family on the bridge. There's numbers, don't get me wrong, on the Dragon family there of T5 members, but there's clearly a 2-to-1 advantage easily in the TM members in the middle, and they are pushing through. They're trying to focus down all of these targets. They're going down by Syndron. They focus down the Nico there by, I think that is Sean getting focused down by with a Nico Kanara. Then we've got even another Nico getting focused instantly. You can see in the red, 2 Nikos getting instantly killed. I wonder what the next target is. It could be the front line of the infantry, finally allowing the TM Murder Ball to push through this bridge and continue to put pressure on the ramp, allowing them to do some absolute crazy work. But it's not over yet. With a quick little skip in a minute, you can see the Dragon family brought reinforcements. They have brought a cavalry rally to actually push through. And again, if this is being blocked by any units, and even T5, those T5 are going to get absolutely swarmed. But as you can see, TM are doing the exact same. Ghost has his own rally going with a Nico there, and I'm guessing this must be a Nico Kanara massive counter-attack damage build here, as if you get focused down on that rally, you're going to take massive wounds on the hit back, and it allows, as you can see, TM slowly but surely getting closer and closer and closer to that bridge, and they're going to go for the push now. I can feel it coming in this last couple of minutes. Or are the Dragon family going to be the guys that hold it out? Here's TN with the mighty tailwind, push through with that infantry. Now the second infantry pushing in now onto the bridge. The whole rally still stuck, trying to move forward. Let's see if it's going to be able to. It isn't, because there's another rally coming. The Dragon family bringing a Syndron rally into the mix here, and guess what? It's not over. There's a second rally coming by the Dragon family. 2 rallies to stop this push by TM, but guess what? I think TM are happy. They're looking at the scoreboard. There's 2 minutes 50 on the clock. They're at 35,000 score, while the Dragon family only 23,700 score. You're not going to be able to catch up in 2 minutes. There's no way in this game mode you can catch up. You can see the amount of score and contributions per everyone in both alliances there. So I want to say, honestly, God damn, this was a good Roots of War. Like, oh my God, I'm speechless at the end of it. It's just so crazy. And this is honestly how it ends. We're going to just go a little bit forward for the ending of the video, but the whole fight does end all in the middle. So I want to say congratulations, as you can see, to the victors, TM here, winning against Server 32's DNS Dragon Families Alliance. They clearly showed strategic prowess here, choosing to take control of the structures early and actually sacrificing the life stones in the center and working towards actually getting long-term points compared to the enemy. And we're going to be able to see this, and this is a really cool thing with the feature of the spectator. We can actually pause this once we get to the scoreboard and showcase all of the breakdown. And for the amount of troops fought, healed, it was honestly such a great fight on both sides. Honestly, DNS, if you're watching, you need to be absolutely ecstatic with your performance. You guys honestly punched it out of the park, and you almost nailed it with that LIFESTONE. But here, for the TM Alliance, Ghost, no other, even my mod, one of the biggest supporters of the channel, 108,000 score he was able to get in this monstrous Roots of War, which is great to see. But then we look at the actual scoreboard, and this is what we wanted to break down for everyone to see. You can see, for anyone, you know, you can pause it, take a screenshot, you know, do what you like. But you can see the total kills, total wounded, and then the LIFESTONEs, as well as the occupational points. So you can see the difference in the occupational points there. It's almost 5,200. And you can see as well, because of the LIFESTONEs obtained, you can see the same story. Dragon Family got that first LIFESTONE in the center, I think, clearly as day. But guess what? They didn't get the next two, which was on the outskirts, where the TM family was clearly prioritizing the top and bottom, while just kind of contesting the middle for, you know, just to keep them there. You know, it was a really clever little plan. So I love to see it. You can see the amount of kills on both sides and heals. It was great to see that. It was so close between both alliances. I hope you guys enjoyed the highlight video here with me, MrSneakyy. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed that amazing and monstrous end to this Roots of War. And if you did, guess what? If you want your Roots of War commentated on, just put me a DM on Discord, and we'll try and figure out a time where I can jump in and just start recording all of your guys' screens. I'm just going to say the more screens, the better. We can do really good little highlights throughout all of the Roots of War. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the support. Thank you for the channel growing. We're almost there at 4,000 subscribers. So thank you for everyone hitting that sub button. And until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky, and peace out.